Alright, everybody, we are back. Week 30. And right off the bat, we've got two unknown words. And I'm trying to remember, what did we get through last time? That's right, previous, current, next. Okay, it's like time stuff. Alright, so A and B. A is an adjective, B is not A. A is opposite to B. Okay. So, variable 0 plus variable 1 is 3. 3 is A. And variable 0 and variable 1 is B's. If variable 0 equals 1, then variable 0 is to A and variable 1 is to A and variable 1 is 2. If variable 1 is 2, what? Trying to understand what this could mean. I'm thinking B is like, it's like result and operators, something like that. Like cause and effects, maybe? If variable 0 is 1, then variable 0 is A. And variable 1 is, and variable 1 is 2. Variable 1 is 2. Then variable 1 is to like variable 1 B A and variable 1 variable 1 is to B and variable 0 is, no, it's like equals 1. And let's see. No. What did that say? Completion failed. Not found. 1 0. What? Variable 1 is to B. I'm missing here. One entry. Oh, did I put an O instead of a 0? Apparently. What the heck? Okay. Let's see. A and B. A and B, they're adjectives. Got that down. B is not A, so B is like the opposite of A, sure. Okay. Sure. Hmm. Variable 1, 2, what? Variable 1, A. Let's try and copy the Example. Okay. Same. See. So if variable 0 equals 1, then variable 0 is a. If variable 1 equals 2, then variable 1 is a. Like a is numbers, b is variables, maybe? Like? Possibly, possibly. Um, Also, is there something better than links to? This is kind of confusing. Next, arrows. Probably 2 arrows. That make it a little clearer. Okay, so previous goes to current, goes to next. Previous is like the most common B? What? Okay. Next is all B's. Current is to what? Okay, what is this saying? Previous, like the mode of something. Next is all something. Current is what? I guess average B? Or maybe outlier B? Dang. Mode? I think because is to what? Something B. Something B. B. Previous to current to next. The cranium. Let's treat it like this, majority. The previous is the majority of B's. Next is all the B's. Dang. Current is B's. Current is to what? Bam, bam, bam. So it's like, let's go to the previous transmissions. So 3 is a number, and these are variables, so it's like not numbers. But if variable 0 gets assigned a number, it becomes an A. What does that tell us? Maybe A is like set and unset. Does that make any more sense? The previous mostly unset. Next is all unset. Mostly unset, all unset. Unset. Is it like unknown? So the past is mostly unknown. The future is totally unknown. The current is what? The current is set. The current is known. The current is set. Okay, okay. That kind of makes sense. Let's see what they have to say. There are implicit assumptions baked into the transmissions. That's a lot of words, Gary. Mind explaining? The meteor's style of communication indicates how they expect life to communicate. We're working under the assumption that is the message is designed to be understood. So they must assume certain capabilities of the recipient. Got an example? They assume we can understand an isolating language. In meteor speak, there are no inflections, no conjugations, no derivations to words. Humans don't speak like that. English speakers, maybe not. Other languages on Earth are considered isolating in the very same way. Oh yeah? Take Vietnamese, for example. In English, we could say I run and I ran. We modify our verb, this is inflection. And in Vietnamese, they would just communicate the same meaning, but their word for run would remain unchanged. Instead, they would append a word after to indicate the time. Something like I run and I run in the past. We describe these languages as isolating, and meteor speak is like this. They design the transmissions in this way so they assume that we can follow. Can it also be the case that that's just how they work? It'd be tricky to design a language, I bet, that is totally different from how you normally communicate. I agree, but I suspect that these transmissions aren't direct translations of their language. I believe it all to be edited and condensed for the goal of universal understanding, and an isolating word-based language they suspect to be universal, or at least universally understood by those who can communicate, and those willing. Yeah, very interesting. So they're saying they're giving us extra words that we can understand the times without having to define even more words uh to to denotate tense, basically. Like future tense, past tense wouldn't be separate words. It's the same word just with like a tacked on in the future, in the past type thing. So that kind of makes sense. Okay. Well, let's try and make this known. Known and unknown. Okay, it looks like they like that, actually. Information that is known is information judged to be within one's awareness. It requires perspective, which is unique among the meteor's vocabulary. Our shared language is evolving. So that would mean this is unknown. Kind of makes sense. Okay, we got a big one here. The humans know element 1. Then atomic number 1's proton count and atomic number 1's electron count and atomic 1's mass, area, isotope, and isotope decay time is known. So because we know that element, we know the specifics of the atomic number. Okay. The aliens don't know element 512. Humans know the proton count, electron count, mass, isotopes, etc. Okay, so they're saying we know it exists because the proton count and the electron count, but we don't know its mass, its isotope, and its area. Okay. Alien element 210 is known. And then the aliens know isotope 210 and 308. Okay. They're saying isotope 210 and 308's decay time is this number. Okay. Alien target element 210 is the mostest bigger element known. They're saying element 210 is like the biggest element they know of. Alien element 11 is what? Reference, chemistry, periodic table. I have a freaking 11. Man, oh man. Okay, we don't have a 211. So what do they want in response? Want in response. Hmm. What are they asking us? Alien? So they're saying element 210 is the biggest element known. Then element 211. Oh, element 211 is unknown then? Because they only go up to 210? Okay. That makes sense. Okay. So they know element 210. So test. Do humans know of element 210? False. So alien is unknown. Then alien. Alien. Okay, let's use our brains here. Aliens know of element 210. Aliens are testing. Do humans know of element 210? They don't know the answer. Then aliens and humans know element 210 is known. So I guess false because we don't know that element 210 is a thing. Okay, let's try true because they just told us it's a thing. No, okay. Okay, target. Is it just known or unknown? Is known or what? Or unknown then, right? Okay. I think I get it. They're saying the options are you either do or don't know of element 210. Okay. Now they're saying transmission 380. So the humans distance from alien home to Earth and the length of the alien galaxy and the mass of their star and the size of their star and the metallicity of their star and the number of planets and the size of their home over time. So they're saying, do we know all this crap about the aliens? Do we know that? Then known? Known. I think they definitely want more from us here. What's the idea? Maybe I'm just missing on what they're like want our response to be. Known. What is it they expect of us? The first line references a transmission. What are its contents? It's been a while since then. I'll take a look through the log. What are they saying? What did we say? What did we say here? What equals 0? Alien home? Alien home. Let's see what their idea is. I think I just need a pointer on what like they want our response to be. They're prompting us to relay a piece of information that to us is known. I can format the sentence. I understand that portion. State what we know. We say human target something is to known. Next part was missing. It's the part in the transmission they reference. In it, the transmission reference is astronomical about alien planet, and it's the same information referenced here. I remember it quite vividly, possibly my favorite transmission. What did that transmission tell us? It gave us all the information needed to find the alien planet. Then let's put it together. Let's tell them we know how to find their home. Okay, so they're saying the syntax would be human target of the sentence. So we something is to known. So we know something. No alien home? I can't remember. It's either 380 or 381 something. Human knows the alien home. Okay. What else I have to say? I've been thinking. Never good. Jokes aside, does it strike anyone peculiar that the aliens don't know everything? What, in order to send an interstellar message, you gotta know everything? That's quite a high bar, Carrie. I find it odd that their level of scientific progress is similar to ours. They synthesize elements as large as, what was it, atomic number 210? One atom with 210 protons? Are you kidding me? We're synthesizing elements today, aren't we? Some, sure, but 210 is a whole nother scale. We didn't even know that elements beyond 137 would be possible. It's theorized that at that point, the electrostatic repulsion of the nucleus overcomes the strong nuclear force. Humanity's nowhere near that. I'm nowhere near understanding that, but still, they're not orders of magnitude more advanced than us. The fact that we as humans can make that claim, and that you could follow along to that level, shows we are somewhat close. It's comparable, at least. I'll think on that. I guess they're saying they are more advanced, but they're within a level of advancement that we can still, like, comprehend, right? Okay, so, something. Something's a noun, something is all atoms, and something is all galaxies. Something count as what? Is that like everything? Is just like the universe? Carrie, I'm unconvinced. Their scientific progress has us beat. There's no doubt about that. They sent the meteor. We haven't. Meteor itself is a marvel of engineering, both in dealing with how you launch that kind of mass out of orbit, then accelerate it to the ridiculous speed that they did. And here's the kicker. I did the math. The meteor continued at the interstellar speed they told us, then on impact it would have done some serious damage to the planet. The meteor somehow detected that little blue Earth had approached, and decelerated to avoid wiping out any potential fragile life. Tell me, are we capable of any of that? I'm no rocket scientist. Well, I was, kinda. And the answer is no, we can't do that. It's far beyond us. Consider what we know now that we didn't just 70 years ago. Still not convinced that this isn't different from our current technology. We just sent men to the moon. Give it another 70 years and we can launch smart meteors too. 70 years ago was the turn of the century. Guess that's when Einstein got around to relativity. I reckon by 2040, launching meteors or satellites into deep space could be tenable. And if that's the case, we're back to the original question. Why are the aliens similar in their scientific progress? Why are we potentially 70 years away? That's merely a single human lifetime. So I guess she's saying, why are they not even more advanced than we would think? I don't know. I'm thinking universe. I'm thinking this is a universe. Yeah, okay. The universe. It's all we got. The mass of the universe is unknown. The size of the universe is unknown. The amount of galaxies in the universe is a bunch. The universe galaxy count is what? Is known. Known. No. The number of galaxies in the universe is over something. So it's, I guess it's unknown because it's a vague number. Okay. Still think about the alien technology, Carrie. You have a point. Though I'm ashamed to say we're still pretty far behind them, I don't know if 70 years will be enough to catch up. It will not. Hackers continue. I have a theory why we're not so different. What would have happened if we received the meteor 10,000 years ago? We wouldn't have noticed. The geoseismic stations that heard it land. Right, and maybe some ancient humans would have stumbled upon the crater in Alaska. Maybe they would have made it a worship site. There's no chance they're detecting the radio wave transmissions. The message would fall on deaf ears. Only at this point, only when you reach our current level of human technology will civilization recognize similar levels of technology. This hypothetical prehistoric alien meteor, wouldn't we modern day humans discover it? If it were still intact, not eroded, not destroyed, still functional, I mean, there must be a battery inside to power these transmissions. So what if it died? There are a million things that time can do to break things down. Your idea makes sense. Only with modern technology would we even recognize the message. Brilliant, right? I'm quite brilliant. Carrie? Carrie, what's wrong? You look sad. Sad to think of the implications. The possibility of previous messages left undiscovered. Civilizations that were never heard despite their efforts. Well, and the question is, so he's saying only now could we have even comprehended that we got the message. Okay, sure. Well, my question is that intentional by the aliens? Because if so, were they able to guess our level of evolution to the point where they knew that we would reach, or that the meteor would reach us at a level that we would understand it? I don't know. All right, so something is a noun. So let's say you have a set of numbers. Okay. The count is what? So this array plus everything is what? I guess it's a question mark. So what's question mark? Like infinity? But isn't that kind of what all represents? I think it's like spelled like that. Circle count. What equals 0? Okay, I'm not sure that's true anymore. I don't think there are infinite circles. The mass of the universe is less than something. It's known that the mass of the universe is less than infinity. Okay, so what equals 0? That makes sense to me. My own argument troubles me. The technological intersection. I don't know. Requiring advanced science to detect advanced messages, it's troubling to imagine those civilizations unheard. Not just the civilizations unheard, the message is missed. There's another frightening implication. If humans are only seeing this message now because we have the technology to recognize it, then it's possible there are other interstellar mediums that we're not advanced enough to detect. Maybe we are the prehistoric humans, unaware of the extraterrestrial meteor. The meteor is just primitive enough message that we could see it. I'm not following. What if other aliens are tapping some thread of the universe that we've not found yet? What if we are in the dark, unaware of the sea of information that the highly advanced are sending? Aliens tapping Morse code on quantum wire, talking faster than light communication. What if we're the only ones unaware? Interesting. So he's saying, like, what if we're just a bunch of backwards cavemen in a cave somewhere and all the other aliens are talking to each other already? Who knows? Who knows? Okay. So aliens know what? They know that the universe before was smaller. Universe in the before time smaller than the current universe, which is smaller than what? Smaller than universe next time. They're saying like the universe in the future. Expanding, right? Okay. So, the aliens don't know, like the age of the universe. Okay. Here's what they're telling us. Gary, I'm getting far too ahead of myself. I'm stressing over nothing. Well, it's not nothing, but it's needless and perhaps misinformed. I appreciate the candor. What's your revelation? You ever hear of the Drake equation? No, I'm afraid not. It's a formula made about 10 years ago that calculates the probability of the existence of other intelligent life. It factors in the amount of stars, the average number of planets per star, the average proportion of planets that can host life, the average rate at which said life becomes intelligent, and a handful of other variables, the whole kit and caboodle. What's the final result? Got no idea, and that's my point. We don't know any of the variables. We haven't a clue how many stars there are out there, how many planets they average, how many host life, how often life becomes intelligent. We haven't a clue. The entire probability space is beyond us. It's like those unheard messages. Exactly. So concerned that there could have been other messages, or that there still are, faster than light. I'm confident in Einstein's theories. No information can exceed the speed of light. Reassuring in a sense. There may have been previous messages we missed, but I reckon it's unlikely. The truth is, we needed modern technology to detect the meteor, to interface with the transmissions, and to understand its contents. We have the science to handle their message, and for that I'm grateful. And I imagine the aliens would be too. Maybe it's merely coincidence that at the dawn of humanity's endeavor to space, merely decades after we first peered into the atom and a century in descending radio waves, are we the recipient of an interstellar message that demands all of said knowledge. But if it is merely a coincidence, it is one for which I will remain forever grateful. Okay, so, saying test. Is the universe everything? Okay, that's true. So they're saying the universe is everything, that's true. Then, the universe contains all species or all life. Okay. So aliens are... And, okay, wow. First off, they said they all agree that this is life, not species. So let me fix that. Let me fix the formatting. Life, our common bond. We factor that. And then, anyway, so let's say they're saying if the universe is everything, then the universe contains all life. So there's aliens and humans and possibly continuing. So the universe, the number of planets with life on it in the universe is unknown. But the aliens know the alien home, then they know that, so since the aliens have life, they know that the planets, the number of planets having life is above 0. They know that. So aliens know that planet life count is greater than 1. That's got to be known, right? Stay in here. Maybe they're saying they don't know? They don't know that there's other planets out there? Interesting. Current transmission is greater than transmission 0. Then so I guess they sent this meteor without knowing, because now they're saying because we've sent more than 0 transmissions, because we've actually moved on beyond the first transmission, we now know that the number of planets hosting life in the universe is now above 1. Okay. The humans know that there's multiple planets hosting life out there now. So what? But they're saying the aliens don't know. They're saying we now know because we got the message, but the aliens won't know unless we send them a message. So the alien universe... So the aliens know that there's aliens in the universe, but the aliens don't know that there's humans in the universe. Well, I think this is them saying, like, send us a message back because we're just sending you what we know, I guess. Hackers, do you understand what the transmission meant? To a very small extent. It means the aliens don't know everything. They don't know about us. Yeah, I think that's the point. So they must have shot this in the blind, hoping somebody would read it. And I wonder if the meteor must have had sensors on it to detect life hosting planets, because like you said, the meteor stopped at a certain time. The meteor stopped itself. It didn't just ram into the planet willy-nilly. So it must have had some sort of purpose-built thrusters or something, you know. Um, okay, that makes sense. What is this? So carbon-based. They're saying aliens are carbon-based. Aliens don't know that humans are carbon-based. If aliens are carbon-based and humans are carbon-based, then alien what? Alien is not human. Okay. Let me look at this again. So aliens are carbon-based life forms. Aliens don't know humans are carbon-based life forms. So if aliens are carbon-based life forms and humans are carbon-based life forms, then aliens what? Aliens what? Then what? What are they asking me? Then aliens. Give me the idea. I feel like I'm just missing what they want us to send back. We may be similar, huh? Alien and human are both carbon-based. They don't seem to know with confidence that we are carbon-based, but they pose that if we are both carbon-based, then we may be quite similar. An alien is to approximately human? Is that what they're saying? Like, we're kind of similar? Ah, okay. Very cool. Okay. So, aliens don't know uh that humans. Okay. Aliens know Earth. They're saying, but they didn't know Earth had life, I think, is what they're saying. Did they know Earth had life? Let's see. So they knew about Earth, but they didn't know it had life. Okay. So the transmitter is doing transmission. The aliens sent the transmitter. The aliens sent a bunch of transmitters. Okay. Alien home. From alien home to transmit. So this transmitter 163901 went to Earth from alien home. So they're saying this is the one that we're talking to is transmitter 163901. They must have sent a bunch of these out into the universe looking for life. Okay. Very cool. Also, just want to note we are past 500 transmissions. Pretty wild. Did I read that right? 262,122 transmitters? Mm-hmm. And I thought sending one into deep space was impressive. They sent 262,000, 180,000 years ago. What's troubling me is why? Why so many? It seems almost like desperation. Why are they so desperate for someone to receive their message? What is it they need to share? Why is it so important? Yeah, geez, I hope it's not going to be like at the end, they're like asking for help or something, and then we had to be like, well, it was 180,000 years ago. You know? Wait, what is this unknown one? Wait a minute. What am I missing? I think we said this was infinite, right? Or maybe endless? I don't know. Maybe that makes sense, but This will be question mark. Okay. Yeah, something is a verb. Life does something. Aliens do something. But the aliens don't know if humans do this thing, okay? So the aliens know that life is not the same on their planet as it is on our planet, okay? Then they're saying, if aliens exist, then they know there's more than that there is at least one planet with life out there. Then they're saying aliens, if there is life out there on other planets, they do something. Like exploration? Maybe just explore? If humans exist, is known, then they know there's more than one planet with life out there, is known. Then aliens explore what? Explore Earth? No. Then aliens do what? Aliens. Or if they knew that humans exist, then aliens. What? Look at the parentheses. If humans exist, is known, then we would know that life exists on other planets. So aliens want to explore. I guess if, or like, does humans exist? Okay. Kind of. Okay. I kind of understand that. Very sweet. But so now we know that this wasn't really on purpose then, which is very interesting. Dr. Doppler, I have a new favorite word. I assume you're going somewhere with this. Wait. Before you say it, I have a new favorite word too. Explore. Oh, what? No. Universe. Endless. And Dr. Bees, your favorite? Oh, it's gonna be bees. I guess there's something for everyone. I'm filled with pride seeing how far the translation has come. And Dop, there's something we've learned. They've made and sent 262,122 meteors into space, and we've just received one. What? 262,000? Why would they do that? They don't know we exist. They don't know of life anywhere else in the universe. So they sent meteors and hoped. 262,000. Wow. They're desperate, or persistent, or on the brink of destruction. Why would you say that? I'm gonna have to sit with that one for a while. The meteor is already an unbelievable feat of engineering. Yet they've managed to mass produce this level of technology 180,000 years ago. I guess that calls into question, like, you would hope after that much time they would have maybe figured out a better way of getting around or searching if they haven't gone extinct, right? I don't know. Sweet, so that was week 30, 19 transmissions, 5 words. We're up to 501 transmissions, past the 500 barrier. Learned 128 words. So we have named a known, unknown, universe, endless, and explore. And we completed bounds of knowledge and life in the universe. Alan says status, to a new frontier. Batista says explore requires perspective. It requires consciousness. Harry says, Dear Diary, I believe the humans have told us why they made the meteor. Doppler says, I'm taking the translation team to Hot Patties for some burgers. My treat. You know what Dr. Bees is thinking. Thinking about bees. Okay, they have some ideas of known, unknown, endless, and universe. Okay? And that was Act 7. We are not alone. Act 8 begins. Sweet. So I think I'll leave it there. I'll see if they have anything to say. But if not, then I will see you guys in week 31. Thanks for watching.